Rahab's life in Jericho was one of shadows and whispers. Her house, built into the city wall, stood as a refuge for travelers and merchants. Many turned to her for comfort or secrets, but none truly saw her. She was a woman marked by her choices, yet she carried within her a spark of something greater: courage. The city buzzed with tension. Word had spread of the Israelites, a nation whose God had parted the seas and toppled kings. Rahab listened to the tales with growing awe, her heart stirring with a strange mixture of fear and hope. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the horizon, two men slipped into her house. They were Israelites, spies sent by their leader Joshua to scout the land. Rahab recognized them immediately. Despite the danger, she hid them on her roof beneath stalks of flax. Soon, the king's men arrived, pounding on her door. "Bring out the men who entered your house. They have come to spy on the land," they demanded. Rahab, her voice steady despite her racing heart, replied, "Yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they were from. At dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, they left. I don't know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them." The soldiers departed in haste, their footsteps echoing down the narrow streets. Once the danger passed, Rahab climbed to the roof and whispered to the spies, "I know that the Lord has given you this land," she said. "A great fear has fallen on us. We've heard how the Lord dried up the Red Sea for you and how he destroyed your enemies. Your God is God in heaven, above and on the earth below. Now swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family because I have shown kindness to you. Spare my father, my mother, my brothers and sisters, and all who belong to them. Save us from death." The spies agreed. "Our lives for your lives," one said. "Tie this scarlet cord in your window. When we take the city, everyone in your house will be spared. But if you betray us, we are released from our oath." Rahab lowered the men through the window on a rope, her house part of the wall itself. She watched them disappear into the hills, their shadows swallowed by the darkness. The days that followed were heavy with anticipation. Rahab gathered her family, bringing them into her home under the protection of the scarlet cord. The city prepared for battle, but Rahab prepared for salvation. When the Israelites finally came, their attack was unlike anything Jericho had seen. For 6 days, they marched silently around the city walls, carrying the Ark of the Covenant. On the 7th day, their trumpets blared, and the walls of Jericho crumbled like sand, except for Rahab's house, marked by the scarlet cord. The spies returned, just as they had promised. They led Rahab and her family to safety, far from the destruction. She looked back at the fallen city, her old life reduced to rubble, and felt a strange sense of peace. She had chosen faith, and it had saved her. Rahab and her family were welcomed among the Israelites. In time, she married and became part of their lineage, a lineage that would lead to King David and ultimately to the Messiah. In the story of Rahab, the scarlet cord became a symbol of faith and redemption. It was a reminder that courage and trust in the unseen could transform even the most unlikely life.